talking about
the 70-200
Sony G Master F2.8.
Unbelievable lens.
Let's just discuss lenses today. What's up, guys? Kidding me right now? Look at that. Whew. Found a good spot off the beaten trail. Just gotta clear the area real quick, make sure there's no snakes. All right, I think we're good. Everything's starting to look a little bit better. It's not as brown. Things are starting to green up. So I've been wanting to create this video for a little while. The newest member of our lens family, the G Master 70-200. Let's get this baby out. See if I can find a comfy spot on this rock. So the Sony 70-200, this is not comfortable. I can't sit here. We gotta move locations, gotta find a better spot where I can sit, talk to you guys. 1 second. Okay. Oh, much better. Not really.
I mean, just look at her. She's a beaut. Oops, it's not supposed to happen.
That's better. I've had the pleasure now of carrying this bazooka around for a few months now. It is an absolute investment into the arsenal of lenses.
Stabilization in this lens is fantastic. A little bit on the heavy side, bulky side, but that's what you're gonna get with this sort of technology inside a lens.
I was very hesitant to pull the trigger. I'm very glad I did pull the trigger.
My wife and I shoot weddings. We wanted the flexibility to be able to capture tight shots from a distance, out of everyone's way, and this lens has provided that opportunity and given us that flexibility. It's allowed us to capture moments that we otherwise would not be able to do with a 105 focal range. So for us, this has just been invaluable. It's been hard to put a price tag on because it's paid for itself over and over again with each wedding we shoot. That alone has been able to just justify the purchase itself.
Not only wedding cinematography with this lens, but just filmmaking in general and photography, because this thing takes unbelievable photos.
Excursions, side passion projects that I've been able to bust this thing out.
So earlier this year when the weather was not like this, I got to go up and do an ice climb shoot, was able to get some phenomenal video uptight as if I were climbing with him. To me, having a 70-200 in your bag is a must as a filmmaker. I haven't compared it to the, whoa, B.
I've been trying to carry this thing around a lot. Anyway, jumping back.
Anyone see that? Still here? Bees everywhere. Okay, where were we? So the only drawback to this massive monstrosity of a lens is definitely the bulkiness and the weight.
For what you're getting, for the extra capture that you can get out of this lens, totally worth it. Buckle down, wear it, know you're getting a better workout, worth it. Strap it in.
This is the Pro Tactic 350, and it fits real nice right inside the middle here. And I have a drone in here, controller, an extra little spot, extra spots here. It gives you still some room to play with. This bee, dude, this bee is just haunting me right now. I've been on several hikes with it where I can set it off in the distance and get a really cool vantage point.
So I had the opportunity to shoot an ice climb. I had the opportunity to shoot a high line in Boulder.
How do you feel about that?
It's pretty sweet, dude. There were only a few spots you could really get to film this, and if I didn't have this lens, I wouldn't be able to get the angles and the different vantage points.
A lot of different scenarios where I wanted to be pretty far, or I didn't want to actually climb, or I didn't want to put the drone up, or I wasn't able to put the drone up, and I'm able to still get a pretty tight shot.
It just gives you that next level advantage to being able to capture a shot that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get So for you, you just have to ask, what do you want out of the lens? What are you looking for out of this lens? For me, I wanted something that had quick autofocus. I do shoot a lot of manual, but in those times where we want some autofocus, this thing is unbelievable. We're gonna go inside for some of the specs on this lens. Hard to beat this view though.
There's a lot of specs. The build inside this lens is just way over my head. That's not my forte. I'm just more worried about the functionality. There's a lot of customization that goes into this lens. You have your focus ring, your zooming ring, your switch from autofocus to manual focus here. You have your focus range limiter right here. Your optical steady shot on off switch, and then you have a shake compensation mode switch, so you can either turn it to 1 or 2 here. The other nice thing about this is if you are trying to go into portrait mode with this lens, you twist this, quickly go into portrait mode or landscape. It's really been a lens that I've gone to a lot, and I would recommend this to anyone out there looking at buying this specific lens to rent it, see how much you're gonna use it, see if it's worth it, because Sony does make an f4 70-200, which might work out for a lot of people. You lose the lower f-stop, the autofocus isn't as good. I did test them both. This hands down was worth the extra expense. At the price point, it is definitely a consideration. I wouldn't go into debt for something like this. I think it's something that if you can justify the cost, it is well worth your money. That's all I really have on this. I hope this video has helped in some form or fashion. I know there's a ton of videos out there about this specific lens. This is not a new lens by any means, but having this, and if you can afford to go past the f4 up to the 2.8, highly recommend it. Love this beast. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a great day. See you in the next one.